Hello. I'm happy to share exciting news with you on behalf of the Rector Search Committee. When you get a moment, thank a member of the committee. That's Ben Carlucci, Melita Carter, Marilyn Chislagi, Sarah Gilmer, Mandy Jabor, Tyler Marwood, Aaron Sams, and Ginger Weber. And now I have to thank you. Thank you for praying for the committee and our work throughout this process. Thank you also for contributing to a truly remarkable parish profile by telling us your experiences at Ascension, your hopes for the church, and your hopes for our next rector. We were in contact with a large number of prospects and candidates for the role. Thank you for patiently bearing with us as we remained tight-lipped about the candidates. We would have loved to share more, but we truly believe that it was the healthiest approach for the candidates and for our transition here at the church. Happily, we have unanimously chosen a new rector. The vestry has unanimously approved this rector, and the bishop has vetted and approved him as well. Our new rector is Peter Coelho. For the last 8 years, he has served as rector at Church of the Cross in Austin, Texas. From a Pentecostal upbringing, he found his way to Anglicanism after seminary at Regent in Vancouver, British Columbia. He is Canadian, but like Jonathan, he now speaks American quite fluently. Peter is a highly capable pastor, teacher, and preacher. He's deeply relational. With these gifts, he has seen Church of the Cross through tremendous growth and a capital campaign and the purchase of a building. Now he feels called to a city center church near universities with history and a strong team. That's us. Committee members visited Church of the Cross, and Peter and his family visited Pittsburgh and Ascension without you knowing. Speaking of his family, Peter is married to Shannon, and they have 2 kids, Lucy and Emmett. We agree with what one of Peter's references said. Peter's passion is, how are people in this church being formed in their discipleship of Jesus, and how can we help with that? His first Sunday will be September 8th, and he has recorded a message to greet you.
Good morning, Church of the Ascension. My name is Peter Coelho.
And I'm Shannon Coelho.
We are coming to you from Austin, Texas, where we have lived for the past 12 and a half, nearly 13 years, but we are actually not from this part of the world. We're both from Western Canada. I was born and raised in the Vancouver area.
And I was born in Vancouver, but I was raised in the Yukon Territory, which is very, very far north and next to Alaska. And we have 2 children. We have a 13-year-old daughter. Her name is Lucy. She was born in Vancouver, but raised in Texas. And we have an 11-year-old son who is an American and born here in Austin.
And his name is Emmett, and he's full of life. They're both coming with us, as you might expect. For the past 12 and a half, 13 years, I've had the privilege of serving as associate rector at Christchurch, a church in downtown Austin, and then as the founding rector of a church plant out of Christchurch at Church of the Cross for the last 8 and a half, nearly 9 years. That has been an incredible privilege. It's been a wild ride, and we've experienced God's faithfulness in so many different ways and his goodness in so many different ways. We love the church here. We are also incredibly excited and humbled by the opportunity to come serve at Church of the Ascension. It has been a real delight to meet the members of your search team. They have represented the church so well. And I think together with them, we have had a sense of the Spirit's leading, the Lord's leading in this as we've gone through a discernment process here on our end. There's a couple of particular things that have stood out as a sense of just fit for this season ahead. And there's also for us just aspects of Church of the Ascension's life that are deeply compelling. The history of ministry and faithful presence in the city center of Pittsburgh for so many decades is something that we're really drawn to. There's also a real sense of life and vitality, and it feels like an incredible opportunity to build on such faithfulness and good work in the years past. We know that you are getting ready to say goodbye to Father Jonathan and Andrea, and we feel really humbled by the opportunity to kind of step in and faithfully serve where they have been so faithful and fruitful for so long. We are also anticipating a significant transition here for the community and for our family as well. And as we think about the future, we would ask you to please be praying for us and our kids, especially as we make this transition. There's lots of detail still to come and things to figure out for us in that. Also, we would ask that you pray for Church of the Cross. It is now entering this season of transition, much like Ascension has been in. And we're trusting that God's goodness and faithfulness will continue to be revealed there. But we would ask you to join us in praying for that. And I guess the last thing I'd just ask for prayer for is for just equipping for us as we step into this new role with you all. That's it for now. We're excited to meet you and get to know y'all better and to talk further. And we pray that you have a fantastic time over the coming weeks, celebrating the Millards, rejoicing in God's faithfulness. And we are excited to see you soon.
See you all soon.